Hey guys, my name is Johan and today I'm going to show you how to unbox your RubyCell machine and how to put the ampoules inside the RubyCell machine. Now, this particular procedure is not very complicating, but it makes a very big difference in using your machine effectively. So I'm just going to unbox this with you. Now, this is what the box looks like. And we're just going to open it like this. And you will see that there is a instruction over here, and then there is a gun like this. So what you do is you first open the gun. Okay, so I'll just open the tape. Okay, and then you will have the pipe like this. Okay, and then you'll have the gun. Okay, and then you have the canister. So you have these three things inside the box. Okay. So now we're gonna and inside the box we have the machine. Okay, it's in a bubble wrap. Like so. Okay. And we have a stand. I'll show you how to use all this in a minute. Okay. And we have finally the charger. Okay. Charger. Okay, so I'm just gonna put all this away because it's gonna fly away. Okay. Alright. So now this is what everything looks like. Okay. Now the first thing we want to do is to put the canister on. Now with putting the canister on, it's not a direct downwards lateral. You need to go on a slight slant. Okay, so you go on a slight slant and you need to sort of get it fixed. Now I have done this many times, so it's a little easier for me, but when you do it for the first time, you may have a bit of difficulty. So just take your time and make sure you feel that fixation. When you feel that fixation, then you can start to screw the canister on the gun. Now when you're screwing, you screw, but it should be firm, but it shouldn't be very tight. Okay, because this part is very fragile. Again, the company has a patent on this particular area, so this is very fragile. You know, we don't throw around our smartphones, so the same thing. Now, what we're gonna do now is put the pipe on. Okay, so both sides are the same. It does not matter which side you put on which on the gun or on the machine. So you just put it on the gun like this, and then you just screw. Okay, done. This one it can be quite tight. Okay, it's not that fragile. And then here also you can, now you see the back has 4 different options like so. Do not touch this because this is used for factory purposes. So you put it inside here. This for the turning on the machine and this for the charger. So I'm just gonna put on the screw like that. Okay? Now, on this machine, there is this little lever right here. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your finger here and you're gonna pull, and the stand will come out. And if you want to put it back, you just push it back in. Okay, so you pull it out, and you want this to be facing your side, and you fix it in like this. Okay, and you want to push it in so that it goes all the way in. Okay, and it can be pulled out if you just want to pull it out. So you put it in, and you make sure the trigger goes inside the holder, and you're done assembling the machine. Okay, so just have a look. And now, as far as the charger is concerned, okay, I have a charger here. Now, depending on which country you're in, it might change a bit, but the back is the same. You just plug it inside. You plug it inside here. Okay, where is the? Here we go, like that. And then you would plug it into the electricity. Now, when you first buy the gun, it's factory charged. Okay, so this is a brand new gun, and let's just see whether, yeah. So you can see that here, the gun has 3 green lights and 1 red light. So this means it's fully charged. And if it's 2 green light, then it's medium charge. And if it's 1 green light, it's low charge. And if it's red light, then it's telling you need to charge your gun, your machine. Okay, and it typically takes anywhere between 2 hours to charge the gun fully. So you can just charge it you can charge it overnight while you sleep. Okay. Now the final thing you need to do. This is very important. When you get this gun new, it will be tightened like this. Okay. Now what this does is it limits the amount you can pull the trigger. Okay, and the amount of ample coming out. So what you want to do when you get this is you want to open it all the way. Now what does all the way mean? All the way means around there. Okay, when you pull any further, it will come out. So you can just screw it back on. But you open it all the way like this, and you should be able to pull the trigger all the way. Okay, now I explain this to you a bit further. I'm going to put a bit of ample in. Now, how do I open this ample? There are two types and they're both the same way. You open them the same way. I'm going to use the normal ample for the demonstration purpose. You want to open the cap, okay, by peeling it off. It's actually very easy, okay. So you want to peel it like so, okay. And after you peel it, you will pull this lever up like this and be patient when you peel it, okay, so that you can pull it like so. Okay. Now there, and you just like that. Okay. So that's what you want to achieve. If you happen to pull it in a rush, there is a chance that you might not achieve this. Okay. Get a scissor and cut it. Don't use your finger because you'll hurt your finger. Okay. Now you just pull it off like that. Okay. And then you just pull it off like that. Okay. And what you want to do is you just pour it all in. Okay. And for those of you who need to mix your mist because you're lacking hydration on your skin, and if you want to find out more about why we mix the mist together, you can click on the link below to for the next video on on why we use the mist. Okay, there's a video on mist. You just pour it in. Now there are some people who want to get it right. So if you want it to be very accurate, this ample is 6 milliliters, so you should put 1 to 1/6 milliliter. If you want to know how much is 6 milliliters, you just pour it back in here like this. Okay, and then it will get. This is a bit too much, but so I'll just pour it back in. And then when it gets to the level which that ample was before, is 1 to 1. Okay, so I'll just put that aside. Now, okay, let's put it back on. Okay, so now you can see that the gun is coming out. Now I have the fan on, okay, so that's why the spray is going a little everywhere. So when you're spraying your gun, make sure you're in an environment where there's no wind, okay? And if you're asking me, but Joe, my room is very hot, then turn the air conditioner on or turn it off when you're spraying it and then turn it back on when you're not spraying it, okay? So now this is working very well. Now you want to control how much ample comes out based on how hard you pull the trigger. So this is, I call level 1, okay, where there are almost no amples coming out. Level 2, where a bit of ample is coming out, and level 3, where a lot of ample is coming out. In the morning and night after you have your shower and you wash your face, you want to go level 2 or level 3. Okay, some people want to do level 1 if they just want the air. Okay, so when we have our shower, we wash our face, we come out, and what we want to do, and we wash our face with the cleanser, Rubicel Silky Cleanser, or with the Ato soap. Okay, so if you want to find out more about those, we've got videos for those too. So what we do first is, okay, I'm going to open one button here. Okay, don't get too excited. And what we're going to do is, we're going to spray the lymph node first, okay? So if you're at home, you don't have your shirt on, no problem. You spray all the way up to here and down here, okay? But for my demonstration, I'll only spray like this, okay? Now, Joe, do you need to spray downwards? Is it important to spray in a certain direction? It's not important, okay? It will make it a little bit better, but the for primary function, it's not so important, okay? Just if in the morning when I'm very busy, I just do this, okay? I just do this and I just get out of the house, okay? But you have time at night, you can spray like this, okay, in a downward motion to drain the lymph node. Okay? And then what I do is I do the other side. Okay? And then when I'm done, when I feel that I've sufficiently done that, okay, usually 5 to 10 times, then you work your way up to do the neck. Okay, now I have done this many times. I've been using RubyCell for 1.5 years now, so it's very easy for me. But in the beginning, it will be a little bit awkward, okay? Because when we first used the Wi-Fi, when it first came out, we found it to be very troublesome. But later on, we're very used to, using the Wi-Fi. So you can see that I am spraying in a very orderly fashion, okay? And I have just covered my whole face with RubyCell, okay? And what I did was, I just showed you the demonstration. I'll explain to you what just happened. I sprayed the neck first, the lymph node first, number 1. Then I sprayed the neck, number 2. And then I sprayed one side of the face, working my way up, number 3, okay? Up to my eye, and then I did the temples, and then the forehead. Now, I have very dry eye. My eye area tends to be very dry. So what I do is, I do a concentrated amount on the eye area, like this, okay? And this is also to prevent me from having major wrinkles when I get older. Okay, so on the other side, you do the same, okay? Now, obviously, when I'm alone, I don't do it as beautiful, okay, because no one's watching me. But when you're doing demonstrations, maybe it's best for you to do it briefly. Okay, so I'm done, okay? And then at this point, you would put on your sun cream and BB cream. If you want to find out more about how to use your sun cream and BB cream effectively, you can click on those videos. Okay, my name is Johan, and thanks for watching.